Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly for pricing. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. When it launched in 2005, the ceramic bezel Rolex GMT-Master II was marked by a spectacular dial option, the anniversary dial, and in lush lacquered green, that's what we have here. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual GMT-Master II, reference 116718. LN for Lunette Noire. But here's the thing. This watch is all about its green dial, not its black bezel. Let's talk basics. 40 millimeters in size. This was the debut of the super case on the GMT Master II. And it is a reasonable 11.8 millimeters thick, while measuring 48 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip and 51.2 millimeters from end link to end link for the total distance across the wrist. It has a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw the clasp open, put it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters circumference, and get a look at how it fits. It is comfortable. It is flat. It will fit underneath the cuff. It is also fairly broad for what it is. As heavy as it is, it feels almost like a platinum watch from any other brand. That's how solid a gold Rolex is. The mass is incredible, but it's well counterbalanced as the heavy bracelet and clasp mean that even if you wear it relatively loose, it's not going to hula hoop on the wrist. I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. You can really see the clearance I have on each side. Even at 16 centimeters, I'm doing all right. One more cuff shot. Now let's take a look at the bracelet. It's the Oyster Bracelet. You can see it has a conforming end link that traces the slope of the lugs, but also the curve of the case. Polished centers, a little bit of a taper built in, satin outers, polished outer faces, removable links fixed by screws, and that on both sides of the clasp. The clasp is fully finished inside and out. It has a beak and a hook. And this is the first latch. It is a spring-loaded lift lock system. That is the first lock. That is the second. There's a little kerf you can dig your nail in, open up the clasp, and then we go inside and you can find that there is a 5 millimeter tool-free adjustment. Snap in, snap out. It's called Easy Link. It's the equivalent of adding or removing one removable link. But if you look inside, you can see that there are also 3 divots drilled in with little tracks to help you lead the spring bar into the divots. Using your strap tool, you can take out that spring bar, and the strap tool lets you move fore and aft to change the anchoring point of the bracelet inside the clasp for fine-tuning the fit. Again, that's doable with a strap tool. So you have a tool-free adjustment, a screwdriver adjustment, and a strap tool adjustment. The case, the super case, it's sheer of side. There's no real top-to-bottom curvature. And the watch also features squared-off lug profiles. You can see that they're very sharp, broad. It has wide shoulders, this watch. Satinated lug hoods, polished case flank. We have here a Rolex triplock crown in gold, and you know that because it has 3 dots, and the center one is the largest. That would be inverted if it were, for example, a triplock in platinum. So this is a triplock crown, but the watch is 100 meters water resistant. Screw down crown, screw in solid Oyster case back, which you can see right here. 100 meters is a lot for a pilot's watch. Many of them are only 30 to 60 from other brands. Here we have a bezel that is bidirectional, so it's not a dive bezel. It's a calculator bezel. It is used in conjunction with the 24-hour hand to find a third time zone, and the most conventional way to do this is to set the 24-hour hand to Greenwich Mean Time, then set your local time, and if you're traveling to a port, a city, an airfield, what you want to do is apply the local GMT offset using the bezel, and it'll give you an instantaneous time at destination. Now I can wind the watch, I can set just the local hour hand, date forward or backwards, depending on whether I'm traveling east or west, or I can pull the crown out to another stop, and now it activates hacking or stop seconds, and I can set everything. You set the 24-hour hand, which moves once around the dial per day. You set that first, then once that is set, you set your local hour hand second. The dial is lacquered green, and it's gorgeous. Green is a historically important color for Rolex. You've seen it, for example, throughout the interiors of Rolex dealers, the design of which is dictated by Rolex itself. You've seen it on the anniversary Submariner, for example, the Kermit and later the Hulk, and now the Cermet. And of course, we have yellow gold gilt style printing, yellow gold hands and indices. The watch is well loomed. Rolex makes its own cases, clasps, bracelets, dials, movements, hands, and yes, its own loom. This is called chromolite. Note all 4 hands on the dial are loomed. Rolex even makes its own lubricants. Inside the case, we have Rolex caliber 3186, automatic winding with bidirectional winding action, 48-hour power reserve, 31 joules, 8 beats per second, COSC certified Swiss chronometer, dual time capability with hacking seconds. It features a handmade Breguet overcoil hairspring with a blue oxidized coating to make it more durable over time, and that is an anti-magnetic quality. It's called Parachrom Blue, but the material itself is niobium zirconium. The overcoil hairspring allows the watch to keep even time in any physical position. It doesn't change its timing, helping it to earn the chronometer certification. And for the sake of durability, we have a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance for toughness. The free-sprung balance also allows for more precise regulation of the watch. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.